Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman, and welcome to Thursday's Perfect 10, the daily quiz that's full of riddles, puzzles, and brain teasers to get your mind sweating every day. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes. Yes, as always, I have 10 perfect questions to educate, to entertain, and to irritate you today. There are 10 points on offer today and every day this week. So by the end of the week, you should have a total score out of 50 points. If you've missed any episodes so far, well, why not go back and catch up before taking on Thursdays? Right, yesterday I left you with an anagram. I asked which actor who has played both a captain and a professor is an anagram of rat, trap, wickets. Well, he was Captain Jean-Luc Picard. I think you know the answer now. And Professor X, it was, of course, the sensational Patrick Stewart. Well done if you got that right, but no points for that, I'm afraid. That was just a little bit of homework. Let's get started now with the real question. 10 questions with 10 points up for grabs. Here they are. We begin with question 1, your starter for a perfect 10. I went on a 300-mile car journey that took exactly 4 hours at a constant speed. So what was my car's speed? Maybe the phrase speed equals distance over time might ring a bell or two. Question 2, hearsay. You're about to hear some sounds which relate to a well-known phrase or saying. So which phrase is hidden in these sounds?
I'm afraid you cannot use the study today, ma'am.
And why not, Jeeves?
Take a look for yourself.
Hearsay, say what you hear, and you can't go far wrong. Question 3 now, and it's time for a bit of Carol-lateral thinking, where a change of perspective might help you find the answer. Loops is to spool, as straw is to what? Don't forget you can pause whenever you like. If you need a little bit of extra thinking time, go grab a pen and a piece of paper and work it out if you need to. It'll be worth it when I tell you the answers, I promise. Time to put your memory to the test now, so listen up and listen good. Question to follow.
Okay, boss, big day today. You've got a 10 a.m. with Charlotte in finance, followed by an 11 a.m. video chat with the Zurich clients. I booked you in for a lunch at 12:30 at Marco's to go over the 2024 projections with Greta. Your afternoon is pretty clear, but head office coming in for a meeting at 4 p.m, so make sure you speak to Richard beforehand to go through the reports. I booked you a car to take you to the theatre at 5:30. Your wife will meet you there. Now, can I get you coffee? Caramel cappuccino? No problem.
Ooh, a busy day there. I hope you weren't too busy to pay attention because here comes the question. What time is the boss's meeting with head office? The answer was there in the clip, but can you recall it? As always, I'll give you the answers after today's final question. Moving on, it's time for the 3 Fs, frivolous, familiar, and fun. Our next 3 questions, which are all about everyday subjects, observation, and common knowledge, begin now with question 5. Which detective was first seen in the 1930 novel Murder at the Vicarage? Question 6 is music. What was Elvis Presley's middle name? Well, Elvis has been everywhere again recently, thanks to the recent Baz Luhrmann film starring Austin Butler and Tom Hanks. But do you know what Elvis's middle name was? Question 7 is this. Opal Fruits was the original name of which brand of juicy sweets? Question 8, as always, it's 1 in, 1 out. I'll give you a word and ask you to either remove or swap a letter to make a new word. Right, here's a question. Which letter can you change in the word minus, M-I-N-U-S, to make something we're all using right now? Time for, I know this, because with a bit of thought you should be able to work out the answer to question 9, even if you can't quite grab it at first. Keep on thinking. Which bird has eyes bigger than its brain? Now, I know you know this. What is that big-eyed bird? And it's nearly time to let your brain cool down as it's question 10 and our daily riddle. I'm looking for a place that is 3/7 chicken, 2/3 cat, and 2/4 goat. What is that place? And that's today's Perfect 10. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your own puzzles to @Perfect10Carol on Instagram and Facebook. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes. But did you score a perfect 10 today? Let's hear the answers. Question 1, and I started with, I went on a 300-mile car journey that took exactly 4 hours at a constant speed. So what was my car's speed? Well, straight in with a bit of maths today. The car's speed was 75 miles an hour. It took 4 hours. 4 times 75 is the 300 miles. Question 2, hearsay. I asked what phrase was hidden in these sounds.
I'm afraid you cannot use the study today, ma'am.
And why not, Jeeves?
Take a look for yourself.
Say what you hear. The answer was the elephant in the room. Of course it was. What else could it be? The pachyderm in the pantry, the mammoth in the man cave. No, it was the elephant in the room. Question 3 was this. Loops is to spool as straw is to what? And the answer is warts, W-A-R-T-S. Why? Well, because spool is loops spelt backwards. So straw backwards is warts. And well done if you spotted that. Question 4 was our memory question. It sounded like someone was very busy. The question that followed was, what time is the boss's meeting with head office? And the answer was, it was at 4 p.m. And I hope they squeezed 10 minutes in for a bit of perfect 10 beforehand. Into our run of the 3 Fs. Question 5 was, which detective was first seen in the 1930 novel Murder at the Vicarage? The answer, of course, was Agatha Christie's Miss Marple. And Agatha Christie remains the best-selling fiction author of all time, with 2 billion books sold and counting. Question 6, what was Elvis Presley's middle name? The answer was Aaron. He was Elvis Aaron, spelt A-A-R-O-N, Presley. Question 7, Opal Fruits was the original name of which brand of juicy sweets? And the answer is Starbursts. I remember when they were Opal Fruits. I'm not old. Question 8, 1 in, 1 out. Which letter can you change in the word minus to make something we're all using right now? Well, if you change the letter U for a letter D, you get the word minds, M-I-N-D-S. Question 9, I know this, but did you? Which bird has eyes bigger than its brain? And the answer is the ostrich. In fact, ostriches have the biggest eyes of any living land animal. They are 5 times bigger than the human eye. And finally, question 10, our daily riddle. I'm looking for a place that is 3/7 chicken, 2/3 cat and 2/4 goat. What is that place? Well, did you manage to crack the riddle? The answer was Chicago. The first 3 letters in chicken are C-H-I. The first 2 letters in cat, C-A, and the first 2 letters in goat are G-O, therefore making Chicago. Did you score a perfect 10? Let me know in the comments and on social media. Remember to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out on any of our rounds, and follow us on social media channels by searching for @Perfect10Carol, where we've got lots of bonus content, lots of bonus questions you will not find here on the podcast. I'll be back tomorrow with 10 more questions. But before I say goodbye, I'll leave you with today's anagram. Which member of the royal family is a diamond kettle? Diamond, D-I-A-M-O-N-D, kettle, K-E-T-T-L-E. Diamond kettle is an anagram of which member of the royal family? Join us tomorrow for the answer to that and 10 more tricky puzzles and riddles designed to educate, to entertain, and to irritate you. I am Carol Vorderman. That was my perfect 10 for you. I hope you have a perfect day.